Yes, people, welcome back to another Offside Trap video. And today we've got the four of us, and we are going to be discussing our England squads for the Euros coming up in 2024 or the summer of 2024. And yeah, like I said, today it's all of us. Doc, how are you doing?
All good, thank you. Yourselves? Hope you're all
Not too
well.
bad. Big P, how you doing?
Yeah, I'm good, thank you, Billy. I hope everyone's on the same page and doing well.
And Dan?
It's a very good evening. How is everyone? Hope everyone's good. But yeah, I'm buzzing to get into this.
So we're going to do it a little bit differently. We're going to be doing it our goalkeepers first, then our defenders, then our midfielders, then our forwards, and then we'll be going around to see how everyone's done it. Obviously, it's a 23-man squad. How I've done it is I've done two each position, and then I've got one sort of special player at the bottom to make up the 23 that I'm taking purely for vibes, purely for the experience, if you will.
You're not taking You're not taking Mickel Richards, are you?
No, absolutely not. But yeah, so let's get straight into this. First up, the goalkeepers. For me, I've got two, and I've gone with Pickford and Pope. Doc, who have you gone for your keepers?
I'm taking three. I think two's a bit risky. So I'm going with Pickford, Ramsdale, and Johnson.
Big P?
Yeah, I've gone for three because I think two's risky. I've gone for Pickford, Ramsdale, and Johnston.
And Dan?
Yeah, I've gone for three as well. Echoing what the rest of the two say. Bill, what are you doing?
Why is it risky?
What if Pickford gets sent off in the first game? There's some goalkeeper on the bench, Harry Maguire.
Pope. I got two. I got Pickford and Pope.
Nah, you need
Pope
three.
will be playing, won't he? Because Pickford's banned. So who's
Yeah,
your
exactly.
sub-keeper?
Yeah. Harry Maguire. But anyway, my three are Jordan Pickford, Aaron Ramsdale, and you know what? I'm surprised none of you have mentioned this, boys. Dean Henderson. I've gone for Henderson ahead of Johnston.
I did think of Henderson, but ultimately Johnson's Palace number one, and I just don't think Henderson's going to get in there before him.
Yeah, fair dues.
Yeah.
Personally, I'd take them both, but
yeah, I just had to have Henderson in there, and seeing as it's not Jordan, we'll go with Dean.
So with Pope not being in the equation, what's that all about? Is it just because of Newcastle's poor form this year?
I mean, he's been injured for about 4.5 years, so I think but he's not even fit at the moment, is he? I mean, by the time the Euro comes along, he's probably best case scenario. He's probably been fit for 2 months. And to me, anyway, he's always been a bit overrated, to be honest. He's a phenomenal shot stopper, but that's it. Modern day goalkeeping, you need to be more than that. And yeah, I just think he's a little bit overhyped, to be fair.
Yeah. Moving on to the defenders, we'll start with the right back option. Or should we just go with all defenders? Should we just go clean defenders? I'm going to start mine off. My first selection for the defenders is Trent. Then I've got Walker, Stones, Tomori, Gahey, Colwill, Shaw, and Tyreek Mitchell as my left back. My two left backs will be Shaw and Mitchell. I haven't got Chilwell in. He's only played like 9 games this season, I think. He's been injured for the majority of it. And sort of echoing what you said about Pope with Chilwell, I just think with Chilwell, the whole Chelsea team, like I said, that there's only two people that I've got in here from Chelsea, and that's at a stretch. So, Doc, who have you got as your defenders for the England squad?
I must admit, not just because I'm Palace, but I was seriously contemplating Mitchell myself. I do believe that he will be the future left back for England. But for this one, I've left him out. So I've gone with Shaw, Stones, Maguire, Tomori, Walker, and I've gone with one that I don't suppose. I bet. Well, you haven't gone with him, Bill. I'm not sure if P would have gone with him, but I reckon Dan's gone with him. I've got Gomez in there. And my feeling for Gomez is he can cover at right back if need be. he can cover at left back if need be, and he can
Yeah.
go in the middle if need be. So Gomez for me.
Yep. Nice, Doc.
Big P, what's your defenders looking like?
I went with Walker, Shaw, Chilwell, Maguire, Stones, Geehee, Trent Alexander-Arnold, and Tomori. With
Tomori.
And
Walker, Shaw would start over Chilwell, but I think Chilwell's experience would take him on that plane. I know
Yeah.
Mitchell's had a good season at Palace, but I just think if Chilwell can stay fit, I think he goes.
And Dan, with your defenders, who have you got?
Yes, so going from right to left, I have gone. I'm looking down just because I've got it written in front of me. I've gone Kyle Walker, excuse me, Kyle Walker and Trent Alexander-Arnold as the right backs. Centre backs, I've gone John Stones, Mark Gahey, Joe Gomez, as Doctor's already touched on, utility. I've gone for Levi Colwill again. He can fill in at left back. Sorry. Luke Shaw, and I've also gone for one who I think is a really good centre half, to be honest. Ezri Konsa from Aston Villa. I think he's. I'd take him at Liverpool for sure. I think he's phenomenal.
Yeah,
So yeah, 8 defenders. Yeah.
when I was looking, I can't lie. When I was looking through mine, my centre back options, I think Konsa has been good for Villa this year, but I do think he's just missed out of mine, if I'm honest. Moving on to the midfield, like I said, I've got 2 in each position, so I've got 2 sort of defensive ones, 2 number 8s, if you will, and then 2 number 10s. I've gone with Rice, Ward-Prowse, Bellingham, Loftus-Cheek, Eze, and Phil Foden as my midfield options. I think Loftus-Cheek out at Milan, he has been a dominant force, and I feel like Chelsea have overlooked him. And another good player sort of slipped through our cracks again, and yeah, he's gone out to AC Milan, and he's been an absolute boss about it, similar to Tomori in fairness. Bellingham speaks for himself. Ward-Prowse, I think, has been one of West Ham's key players, and I could say the same for Eze as well. And yeah, Rice, Bellingham, Foden, all speak for themselves. Doc, what's your midfield looking like for the England selection?
Right, I need some help here with the pronunciation of this one. And I'm going to lead in with him for a little bit of controversy. The Man United youngster, holding midfielder,
Kobbie Mainoo, yeah.
Mainoo, yeah. So I've gone with him. I've also gone with, I've got Palmer in mind, Rice, Bellingham, Saka, Foden, Maddison, Grealish, Trent Alexander. And I've also gone Gordon as well. And the reason why I've done Trent there is because I'd like to see him in the midfield. But if he's not going in the midfield, he's still there covering for my defenders anyway. So I've got him as well. But I've gone for Gordon, which I'd be very surprised if any of you have gone with. But for me personally, I think the most natural, best left-sided winger that we've got in the Premier League this year is Gordon.
You missed out James Maddison.
No, I've got Maddison.
Have you?
I missed out James Maddison.
I've gone with 4 midfielders. Not going to lie. 4 midfielders. Rice, Bellingham, Maddison, and that Mainoo from Man United. Don't think you need many more than 4, to be fair. There's versatility going through the whole squad. Worst case scenario, you bring Trent in there to fill in. Do you know what I mean? So I know just 4 midfielders in mine.
Yeah.
But some of them that you've got in midfield, I've got as forwards, to be fair.
Yeah, fair dues. I've gone for Jude Bellingham and Declan Rice, obvious ones. I've then gone Phil Foden, James Maddison. I've gone for Eberechi Eze, Curtis Jones. And I've also, sticking with the Liverpool theme, I've thrown in Harvey Elliott as well.
Bit optimistic there, Dan.
Yeah. Curtis Jones and Harvey Elliott. I think they've had unbelievable seasons, to be quite honest. And I think there's a case for Kobbie Mainoo, for sure. But let's be honest, he's not he's not forcing Declan Rice out of that team. I think in terms of the ones that are more up for debate are the eights in front of Rice. And I think that, Jones and Elliott are probably more suited to that than Mainoo. So that's my thinking.
Yeah. I mean,
I'm not biased.
With Curtis Jones, it was between him and Loftus-Cheek for me. And I went with Loftus-Cheek.
I'm just disregarding you've even said his name, to be honest.
I'll be brutally honest. With Curtis Jones and Alvia, that didn't even pass my mind.
I did. Elliott wouldn't get in mind, but Jones is one of them ones where if I'd done a 24, Jones would be the 24th. And then if someone pulled out, then, he'd be in there. But with the ones that I've gone with, I've just gone with ones that generally start more on a more regular basis.
I think the one thing Curtis Jones does have on his side is that he is a big game player. Klopp seems to trust him in big games.
Yeah.
And that probably speaks volumes for the player himself.
It's
not a bad shout from Dan, to be honest.
Yeah, I am going to leave Curtis Jones in there, but I am actually going to change Harvey Elliott just because of the season that he's had. I think I'm going to replace him with Cole Palmer instead, because actually we left Cole Palmer out. So yeah, I'm gonna swap Harvey Elliott out for Cole Palmer. I think you have to include Palmer given the season that he's had. So yeah, Palmer's in.
Moving on to the forwards, my right wingers, I've got two. I've got Saka and Palmer. I've got him out on the right. My left wingers are Rashford and Grealish, and then my two strikers are Kane and Watkins. That's my forward line. So Saka, Palmer, Kane, Watkins, Rashford, and Grealish as my forwards. Doc, what's yours, Sam?
So as you can probably tell, age plays a part when we do these sort of things. I've done 20 of mine already. So all of my midfield, I've put my wingers in with my midfielders. So I've got 4 left, and the 4 I've left is just the strikers. And my 4 that I'm taking is Rashford, Watkins, Kane, and I would love to have taken Tony, but I've gone for Solanke.
Big P.
I've gone with Kane, Bowen, Foden, Tony, Solanke, Saka, Grealish. I don't think Rashford. I've just got a feeling he's going to leave him out this year. I don't know why. His club form hasn't been great, has it? Let's be honest.
Yeah. Would you take him now? I know you said that you think Southgate will leave him out, but would you actually take Rashford?
No, I wouldn't take Rashford nor Sterling, to be honest with you.
Fair enough.
Dan, what's your one, Sam? Your forward, Sam.
So I've got Kane, Watkins, Saka, Jared Bowen absolutely has to go for me. And the final one would be Marcus Rashford. Just because I think you need someone who can play across the front line. It was a toss-up between him and Jack Grealish, and I just think Rashford probably offers a little bit more. So yeah, that completes it. Yeah.
I have got a special player as my 23rd player, and that's Jordan Henderson. Clearly for the leadership and the experience that he's going to offer to the rest of them. I'm giving that place. He doesn't have to, I don't want him to play, but the level of leadership he's shown on and off the pitch for England and Liverpool speaks volumes, and that's the kind of person I want in the changing rooms and at the training grounds with the players. And that's why, for me, Jordan Henderson's probably up there with one of the first names on the team sheet, but not when it comes to actually playing.
You might as well bring Beckham back then. He was good around the dressing room, and he was a nice fella. If he's not going to play, it don't really matter, does it? We might as well take him.
Well, hold on a minute. Jordan Henderson still is playing, but Jordan Henderson, with his leadership and everything right now, even at this age or whatever you want to say, he is still a player, and he is still someone who is going to tell the youngsters that I've got in my squad selection how to act and how to perform.
Well, On that note, I don't know who's worth, Gareth Southgate or Billy Talks Ball, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, God, get off your... This team would win the Euros, my team. And I've gone as far as to actually put my starting 11, right? And there's no debates. There's no questioning this. I've gone with a 5-back, and you'll find out why, okay? My 5, I've got Pickford in net, Trent right wing-back, Walker, Stones, and Colwill as the 3 centre-backs, and then Mitchell as the left wing-back. I've got Rice and Bellingham as the double pivots, with Foden sitting just in front of them, with Kane and Watkins in front of them. I've gone with a 5-3-2. Now, that team can easily transform into a 4 with Walker on the right, Stones and Colwill in the middle, with Mitchell at left. Trent pushes on into the midfield. Foden goes out left, and Watkins sort of goes out on the right, but sits a bit more narrow. On the bench, obviously, with Palmer, Saka, Rashford, Grealish, all as options, that team's winning the Euros.
You're starting Ollie Watkins over Bukayo Saka.
But Dan, you didn't hear me. I'm doing a 2 up front. Saka's not a striker. If you put him at striker, he's going to look like a deer in headlights.
Bill,
If I speak, I am in big trouble.
you've lost the plot.
Bill, you do realise we're not asking you to pick your FIFA 11, right? We're not playing FIFA now.
No. We're talking about England
we're playing
real
real
life.
football.
Yep, real football. This team wins the Euros.
Bill, you got other than Bellingham, there's zero creativity, and you've put Bellingham as a holding midfielder.
What, Foden's not creative?
Yeah,
Not from the position you got him playing.
What, as a number 10?
It's not looking
Foden's
good.
better as a 10 than a winger.
You've lost the plot, mate.
What? How have I... Hold on a minute. Why have I lost the plot here?
I'd love to know your thoughts in the comments on this one, guys, because I think, well...
Guys, let us know down below. Am I losing... Does Billy Talk Sport... Is he losing the plot?
Yeah, he's losing the Bill, man. Watkins over Saka.
What? Well, when you say it like that, yes. But when you're saying, as a striker, who am I picking, Watkins or Saka? Yes, I'm picking Watkins.
Yeah, but you could play with a tall man, little man, innit? Kane and Saka.
No.
I still think Saka would score more goals than Watkins.
To be honest, guys, Bill lost me when he went with 2 goalkeepers to a tournament. I'm not even going to lie. Completely lost me at that point.
You don't need more than 2. I don't get why we take 3. Sniff.
What if Pickford gets injured?
Then I've got
explain something to me. Forget like that. What if Pickford gets injured? Like when we're out there before a ball's even kicked, Pickford falls over his dummy that he normally spits at, right, and twists his ankle, and he's out for 3 weeks. Now we've got 1 goalie for the whole tournament.
No,
and it's Nick Pope who hasn't played all season.
No, we bring in Ray Lewington.
Yeah, there is that.
Pope and Pickford. I don't need more than 3 goalkeepers. You don't.
You need more than 2, though. You need more than 2.
No, you don't. When have we seen at the World Cup or the Euros with England where one of our keepers has gone injured and we've had to use the other one?
Yeah, but you need it as contingency. What Doctor's saying is right. What if Pickford gets injured and when you bring in on Pope, who hasn't... Pope literally hasn't played all season, 1 or 2 games or whatever at the beginning. But aside from that, he's not played. I'd rather have the actual Pope in England squad.
The fact that he's played, if he plays in this tournament, he's coming back from a long shoulder injury. So if Pickford gets injured and Pope plays, chances are his shoulder will pop out again. And we've got, I mean, who's going in goal then, Bill?
Harry Kane.
Right, you are
Didn't Harry Kane play in goal for Spurs?
No, let Bill answer.
Kyle Walker as well. Kyle Walker as well.
In goal?
Exactly. Who's going in goal if both the goalkeepers get injured?
Yeah.
Right, well, I could say the same thing about you with 3 goalkeepers. What happens if all 3 of your goalkeepers get injured, Doc?
Well, if all 3 of my goalies get injured, then I'll be down to my 4th choice, and I'll feel very unfortunate. But if your 2 injuries get injured, then Bill, I'm not having it.
Just saying, what if those people in that select position get injured, all of them? You can say that about any position.
You know when you're in a one-off game.
Yeah.
When you're in a one-off game, you take 2 goalkeepers for the one game.
Yeah.
Yeah. You don't take 2 goalkeepers for like a month.
But you're taking 1 extra goalkeeper to last the month. Is that
Bill, you got to be realistic. That if you get a red card and then the next game the keeper gets injured, you're knackered.
No, but I'm not, because like you said,
listen
I've
to
got
this
Harry
then, yeah.
Kane.
Listen to this, right? You're in a semi-final. You've got Germany in the semi-final. Pickford gets sent off.
Yep.
Yeah. In the first 5 minutes, you've got France. Pope makes a save. He dislocates his shoulder.
Yep.
You've got no goalkeeper for your final.
Yes, I do.
Who?
Well, Harry Kane has experience with Spurs, and Kyle Walker has experience with Man City.
Okay, so you put Harry Kane in there. You take out the goals from up the top.
No, I don't. I've got Ollie Watkins. Look, you lot are trying to dissect me like I'm some frog in your biology class, yeah? This is ludicrous. My squad is winning. No, not even my squad. I don't need a full squad. Give me just 11 players, and I'm
You
winning
don't
the
even
Euro.
need a goalkeeping coach. You've only got 2 keepers there. They could just join in training. It's fine.
Exactly.
Just leave him at home as well. Save some money.
Exactly. And team correspondence, team cohesion. We'll get the whole team together training. I'm not going to just neglect my keepers and send them out to a goal. No chance. I'm getting them in with the team, and that's my thought process.
I don't think there's been much fault going in this process from you, Bill, to be honest.
Oh, give over. This team is winning.
Nah, you're finished. You might be finished, Bill.
I'm not finished.
I don't think your team gets out the group stages, if I'm honest.
Oh, behave. Doc, have you thought of your lineup with your squad that you've picked?
Absolutely not.
Sunset, boys. I'm just getting it through now.
I've got mine.
Sunset, I can't hear. Yeah, Bill, you're finished.
I'm not finished. This team is winning. Tariq Mitchell to offer the youth, the agility, the strength.
So 2 keepers and a guy who's never played for England before in a major tournament.
Yeah. Hi, can I have a taxi for Bill, please? Thank
no,
you.
this team is winning the Euros. And my team isn't that different to yours, except you've got an extra keeper in yours.
Bill's playing fly keeper.
I don't get this. I actually don't. Guys, please in the comments let us know.
Just out of curiosity, are you taking the manager or do you not need one of them either?
I am the manager. I am going with them and I'm watching them lift the Euros trophy. I'm
not this time.
Right, okay. So if I go through my 11, you tell me yes or no, you have them in yours. Pickford.
Okay. Yeah.
Trent.
Yeah.
No.
Walker.
Not at right wing back.
No. But have you got them in your first 11?
Yeah.
Trent wouldn't be in my first 11, no.
Right. Walker.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Stones.
Yeah.
Colwill.
No. Not even in my squad. Not even on the plane for me.
Colwill's not in your squad?
No.
Why not?
Don't think he's good enough, if I'm honest. I think he's quite overrated.
Yeah. I agree. I don't understand what the fuss is.
I'm putting in Ross Barkley.
Huh?
I'm taking
I'll tell you what. I'd rather see a Ross Barkley on the plane than Colwill.
Well, to be honest with you, I'd rather see neither of them on the plane, and I'd rather you take him out and put a third goalkeeper on the plane. It makes more sense.
The way right. Okay. I'm changing it then.
No. The viewers have already seen it now. It's too late.
Yeah.
Come on. Who's your left wing back? Mitchell.
Yeah, damn straight. Luke Shaw's just a mince pie eating wannabe left back. He ain't got the stamina anymore. He's put on too many pounds to be playing left wing back for me. As a left back / centre back where he's played, yeah, he doesn't have to run as much. But a wing back, that's why I got Mitchell. The youth and the energy. Mate, that guy is getting assists for days.
All right, well, he's not in my 11. But go on, carry on.
Well, he's not in your squad, is he?
No.
Nah.
He's not in my squad either, to be fair.
Too early.
Why is it too early? What He's performed better than Chilwell this season.
Chilwell's not in my squad.
Nor mine.
Right. Well, Mitchell performed better than Chilwell this season.
Huh?
Mitchell has performed better than Chilwell this season.
Arguable, isn't it? I know Chilwell hasn't played as many games as Mitchell, but I just went with Chilwell for the experience, not because he gets up and down or compare him to what season he's had. He's going there with the experience.
This is ludicrous. We're picking people for experience now.
We're picking people based on their form.
I am. I didn't pick on form. Because if you had gone on form, you put Jacob Ramsey in there. None of us have got Jacob Ramsey.
That's a shout. He's a great player. I like him.
Yeah, I
like Jacob Ramsey.
So what,
I think at the back, we're vulnerable as it is. I think we have to shore our defensive line up. So that's why I went for like.
I mean, look, fair enough, guys. In the
my
comments,
my back four would be Shaw at left back, Walker at right back, Stones, and as much as it hurts me to say it, I'd probably be starting with Maguire.
Yeah, of course you would, because he's Mr. Reliable for England. Everyone would have Maguire in their starting 11.
Maguire's not reliable for England.
I would have the same back four as Doc. That's my back four.
He's not in my squad, but I get why you're doing it. I get why you're saying that, because he's tried and tested for England. But, I mean, it's tried and tested, but what have we won?
No, but that's the thing, though. It's tried and tested for England that's still capable of doing a job that brings experience to the competition. So for me, he ticks all the boxes.
But then you could argue. You could then argue for Jordan Henderson. Then
no, that's no, you can't.
For the exact same reason. Well, why? Exact same reason. Exact same reason.
He can't do it anymore.
I think you look at what options we have at centre half. There's not many there, and you look at what options we have in the centre of midfield, and there's an abundance.
Let me ask you, as a Liverpool fan, if Henderson is good enough to do it for England, please explain why he wasn't good enough to do it for Liverpool.
I mean, Klopp wanted to keep him, reduce minutes. He wasn't. He was never going to be the starter anymore. Henderson obviously didn't want that. So, is he good enough for Liverpool's squad? Yeah, still good enough for our squad. Absolutely. But I've not got him in my squad anyway. I just think if you're making an argument for Harry Maguire based on experience, then surely by the same token, we have to be talking about Jordan Henderson. Harry Maguire, he's experienced, so is Jordan Henderson. Jordan Henderson's won everything you can. Harry Maguire's won nothing.
Yeah, but like I said before, it's when I say it ticks all the boxes, Maguire is still doing it in the Premier League to a Premier League standard. I wouldn't have had Maguire in my team at the beginning of this season when he wasn't getting played for Man United. Now he's playing games and showing that he can still do it, because I don't do sympathy votes, which is why you probably noticed I haven't got Calvin Phillips in there either. It's not about sympathy votes for me. And with Hendo, I put him in the same bracket. You know, at the end of the day, he's not playing at a standard. Now, even if he's doing well where he is, fair enough. Good luck to him. But for me, that's not England's standard anymore, I'm afraid. So for me, Hendo's England career's over.
Yeah, fair it is.
I think
I'm just going to quickly reel off my starting 11 quickly while I've got it in my dome, because otherwise I'll forget. So I got Pickford, I got Trent, John Stones. I've already forgot already. Left centre back. You know what? I'm going to go Joe Gomez. I think he's been phenomenal for Liverpool this season. And then Luke Shaw at left back. Three midfielders would be Jude Bellingham, Declan Rice, and Phil Foden. I'd have Saka off the right, Kane through the middle, and I'd actually have James Maddison coming off the left. And I think that is better than your team. Don't even give it.
No, my team's winning 3-0 easy.
My starting 11, I've gone with Pickford, Walker, Stones, Maguire, Shaw, Rice, Bellingham and Trent, Saka, Foden and Harry Kane. And
So
I put
my-
Trent
my-
in the midfield
my
because
11
I know that Southgate likes a Trent Alexander playing through the centre.
My 11 would be very, very similar to Dan's, but there would be a couple of tweaks. Like I said, Walker would come in at right back for me. I don't think Maddison would start in my 11. I don't think Maddison would start in my 11, personally. But you know, it's very similar, very similar. And with regards to Gomez, like I said, I would see. The thing is I wouldn't play Maguire every week either. So Maguire wouldn't be starting every game for me. There'd be certain games where I'd be looking at Gomez, and there'd be certain games where I'd be looking for Maguire. If we was playing a team that was a little bit quicker, then I would probably go with a Gomez just for that extra bit of pace at the back. But if I was going for, you know, say we've got Iceland for argument's sake, then
don't be bringing them up. They beat us last time.
Yeah, I know. But that's why in that sort of game, I'd go with a Maguire because I would just try to keep it as steady as I
Yeah.
can.
Guys, please let us know down in the comments whose squad do you think is the better one, whose starting lineup is the better one. I'm going to be biased to say mine is with a back five that I have. I don't think their attack is getting even a sniff on goal compared to mine. But clearly, I'm the odd one out on this.
I'm just gonna add anyone in the comments that says Billy's is the best. Please do not subscribe to the channel because you are not the targeted audience that we are looking for. Because you are deluded.
Ignore everything that Doctor said. If you like my views and my opinions, then stick around because there's going to be plenty more of them. Pete, is there any final comments before we head off?
I think your team gets knocked out in the group stages. Mine, Dan, goes to the final. We've got half a chance of lifting.
Dan, any comments?
Yeah, exactly what Paul said. You're finished. You're washed.
And on that note, my team gets to the final and lifts the trophy.
Nah.